Travis. Forgive your big brother who was too much of a shite bag to thank you face to face.
You're the big brother?
You're
How do you know I didn't pop out
which
first?
one of us popped out first? The point is, there's no honor in getting rescued by my younger baby brother. So I took it upon myself to proper kill Scott Gardner, Greg Cantrell, and Massimo Bellini.
You've got to be
now
kidding
you're
me.
officially ranked
Would you
fifth.
fucking people
And
stop
no need to
stealing
thank
my
me.
kills?
This makes us even, as far as the rescue goes. You and I still have a score to box off, but that's another subject entirely. So don't get yourself killed till we have a chance to finish our fight.
Damn it! Irish ass. He could at least have told me more about those assassins.
And in case you were wondering, I took pictures of the 3 Skangers as souvenirs.
How long is this
You'll
message?
Just have to drool over 'em, 'cause there's no way you can play through these fights. The game's stuffed full as it is. Pics came out nice, though. They'd probably make good wallpaper for your cell. Well, I'm out of things to say, so I'll hang up now. Long message, isn't it?
Hello?
Travis, it's me. I have arranged the next fight. Come to my office.
Gotcha.
So it's never said at any point in game, but Henry's last name is Cooldown. So I like that a lot. I like that it's Travis Touchdown and Henry Cooldown. Another thing that is not said in game, but is confirmed elsewhere. Recently, and by recently I mean back in September, Suda51 confirmed that Travis's favorite genre of porn is bukkake. So that's something that we know about Travis now, and the world is a better place having known that. So let me play with Jean real quick. Alright, so we're getting her down. I think one more time and we should be able to be good for Jean. Never have to deal with that ever again. It's not garbage trash and get out of here. This next level that we're about to do is really quite long. So strap yourselves in. Since we don't have to do anything else, we're just going right to the UAA office. Because screw it. I don't care about anything else. I already bought the thing that is the biggest, money sink, which would be the last weapon from Naomi, which I haven't even shown off yet, but whatever.
Take a seat. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Another rule change?
No, it's about Henry. I want to clear the air.
Why?
We are divorced now, you know.
What's that got to do with me? I don't want to hear any of that shit.
The last time when you and Henry fought each other...
Yeah, I remember. You stopped us, instead of letting us settle things for good, like men.
But you don't know why I stopped you. I did not want you to have to kill your brother. Or die yourself.
What the hell does that mean? You told me a killer wins by killing. Now you say you want us both to live. Make up your damn mind. They're our fights, and we know how to end them a lot better than some bitch in the box stand. Telling me not to kill. How many personalities do you have?
So what? You want revenge, right? Your opponents could not care less about that.
Once I'm number 1, these bullshit ranking fights are over. Got it? Assassins aren't tools. As fucked up as we might be, we're humans too.
So I was talking about it before, like throughout this entire game, how I think a lot of the names of the characters and the bosses aren't very memorable. Because, the first game you had, like, Bad Girl, Destroy Man, Death Metal, stuff like that. Really memorable character names. Whereas in this game, it's like Matt Helms, Nathan Copeland, Kimmy Howell. Not very interesting names. I'm pretty sure it's because of what Travis said in that cutscene there, where, we assassins might be fucked up, but we're still people. I'm pretty sure that is why the assassins have really boring names. It's just because they're supposed to just be people in this game, rather than over-the-top characters like in the first one. Even though they are still over the top, their names aren't, you know, so there's no destroy... Well, I mean, there literally is a Destroy Man, but there's no new characters like that, really. Million Gunman, but he just sucks. Alright, well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like in the first game, you could kick them open. That's really weird. So I'm getting a phone call, but I'm not picking it up because fuck it. This is where these beam katanas are really goddamn useful. The first time I played this game, I very clearly remember I got like halfway through the game, and I was like, wait a minute. This game is false advertising. On the cover, he's got 2 beam katanas. But there's not a second one anywhere in this game. So it takes quite a while for there to be a second beam katana, which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. Yeah, you can go back and replay the game in New Game Plus with the beam katanas. But, I don't know, I'd rather it had been like this from the very beginning. It'd be like the Force Unleashed 2, where they made a big deal about there being 2 lightsabers, but you only get it towards the end of the game. Also, let me show off the one that we bought from Naomi, because while it's not my favorite, it's still pretty cool. It's a lot bigger than all the other ones, it's way stronger, but it's also way slower. So it's really not a beam katana that I use very often. I certainly don't use it in boss battles. Because think back to like Ryuji. If I had tried to use this during that fight, I would have been murdered. Also, I just got hit by a car. This level is really, really goddamn long. We're in front of the supermarket here, and we have to kill every single enemy, and they just keep coming in through new vans, which is really awful. This goes on for, I want to say, like 15 minutes. At least it feels like 15 minutes. Maybe it's not actually, but it feels really long. So yeah, that's that beam katana. I'm not going to use it very often, just because it's too slow. I talk about it pretty much every time I play one of these games, whether it be Metal Gear Rising or Bayonetta, or you know, just this game. I like playing these games as fast characters. You know, Travis normally is kind of like Raiden in Revengeance, whereas with this sword, he's more like Jetstream Sam. So there aren't a whole lot of uses for it, but I figured I'd buy it anyway, just show it off. It's good in some situations, you know, it's good in a pinch. But these are way better, and you can see in this section, these enemies are way weaker, so if you do the slashing attack, when you move the Wii Remote, it kills the enemies in one hit. At least the normal enemies. The bigger enemies, it takes 2 hits. Alright, please get out of there so I can actually attack you. Where'd you come from? You just hiding over here? Where is someone shooting at me from? I will not allow it. I won't allow it. Vandalism. One of my favorite things about the whole switching beam katanas on the fly mechanic in this game is that if, say, we switch to another beam katana, it would have complete battery instead of, oh, it's got like half battery like this one has. It doesn't carry over. Each one has a different charge. So if you're really in a pinch and don't want to stand back to charge up your beam katana, you could just switch to another one. Which is a nice little detail that you could do. I usually don't switch very often. Especially at this point in the game. Once I have these guys, I'm not switching around. Because look how much faster we are. This is exactly up my alley. This is literally and figuratively my speed. sure are a joke. Anyone to kill? Kill the other guy. I love when you get double kills. It feels so good. I'm gonna mess you up. They said for the 30th time. Get back here. This one has a pretty good charge attack too. Let me show that off. If I can. Although I think the other one has a way better charge attack. The, you know, the big red one that we bought from Naomi. Has anyone that said that so far actually been able to mess me up? I don't think so. Sometimes those attacks don't actually connect properly. The finishing move, where you have to swing both of the Wii Remote and the nunchuck, they just don't work sometimes. I guess the nunchuck just doesn't register properly. You get back here. There's no escaping your fate. Yeah. That's what I like to see. Now, it's around this part where you're gonna go, oh, is this not over yet? This should probably end now. But no, it just keeps going. Because they didn't realize, like, oh yeah, maybe this should, like, not be this long. There's no real point to it. You guys suck ass. Nope. Please target that other guy. Out of my way. Now, this level is really long, but thankfully the boss is pretty worth it, I'd say. It's not the best boss, but it's still a really fun one. Are you kidding me? That's history. This is going to be written about in history books. That's the first time I've ever died outside of a boss in one of these games. That's the first time I've died in a level. That sucks ass. And now I have to start all that over again. Fucking awesome. Oh, this is gonna feel really good right now. Fuck all of you. Yep, fuck that tree in particular. I wish this was, like, the more you kill, the more you can stay the tiger. Like, that would be great. Where are people I must kill? I must feed. I'll keep going. Oh, that was really refreshing. Now I sound like a psychopath. I don't even know where, like, I left off, so I'm just cutting back here. Just fuck it. I don't know who killed me. I don't know, like, how they did. Because I had a good enough amount of health left that they shouldn't have been able to kill me. I think it was just some dude with a gun. So, me and my vendetta against the gun enemies in this game continues. Good lord, that was annoying. Want to know the best part about this level? Is that after this parking lot sequence, there's still a little level inside the supermarket before we fight the boss. Like, the balls on them to put a fucking level in here aside from this. Because this is so long. And it just feels kind of lazy. Because it's like there's no... Oh, good, the tiger again. I don't know why I keep wanting to say lion. It just feels lazy because they don't have to actually make more level. It's just one big parking lot. So that's how they get around having to make more levels. I need people. More blood for the blood god. More. I need more! Yes. That was nice. That feels real nice inside now. Out of my way. I feel like we're kind of towards the end of this. Yep, we're at the end, thank God. I think there's an ecstasy magazine over here, so I'll just zook through these guys. Nope, there's still dude with a gun, so let's finish these new beam katana guys off. I think this is the first time in the game that we're seeing these enemies. They combine two enemy types, like the beam katana enemies from the first game and the big guys from this game, so they're annoying, but they're not like unmanageable. Oh, thank God we're done. The worst part about that is that since I recorded that first little bit before I realized I wasn't recording audio, I've now played that part 3 times today, and that's 3 times more than anyone should ever play that part. Yeah, let's pick that up. It's always a good thing. Mue. I think the killer stuff, the UAA collection, I think you mainly get those all in order, because that was 10, that's 9. And I know for a fact that the last one that you pick up in the game is number 1, so I think it goes down. But if I remember correctly, this one's like some weird number, like 20-something. Yeah, 23. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Most of them you get in order, but some of them you don't. Is that everything in this area? Yes. Well, other than this one over here. Which I don't need. Yay.
She was called the goddess of death. With sickle in hand, she would chant her requiem. If you heard it, odds were you'd just drawn your last breath. The mere sound of her voice would put ice in your veins. I know. I heard it myself once, from 100 yards away. The moment it touched my ear, I passed out for an entire week. If I'd heard it up close, I can scarcely imagine. Forget it. Let's talk about happier things.
You know what, Sylvia? You're the one who brought it up, so I don't know why you're trying to change the subject like that. Imagine the gall that these guys had to put a level now after that. Like, that parking lot sequence was absurd. And now we've just got a whole nother level inside here. True, it's not very long, but still, Jesus. Just lead into the boss at this point. I know there's a guy behind those boxes, so please, if you can come over here before this runs out, I'd appreciate it. Just forget those, they're so weird to do. Did I miss anything else in the beginning here? Kind of. Well, not quite, because it's this here. So it's in my way. Oh, some cash, which I don't need ever again in this game. Oh, so yeah, in this area you can see that I just did the slashing attack with the Wii Remote, and it did not yield the same results as them dying in one hit. So they weakened the enemies quite considerably in that opening part. Which, I mean, I don't mind for that part, but it would have been cool if this, you know, new beam katana that we got was that powerful normally. If I get the tiger here again, I'd really appreciate that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. No, this is alright, but I don't think there's anyone near me. Or not, never mind. I cleared out a pretty good amount of enemies. That was the most moe thing we've done so far. I've got a beam katana. Would you like to see it? I mean, hey, you asked. What am I gonna do? Not show it to you? Stab him. Do we really have to lure over the two big guys now? Was that necessary? Now we lured even more big guys over here. Great. Alright, I got this. It's fine. We're a little bit overnumbered right now, but I could just do this and kill everyone. I'd really like it if I could target the big guys, because those guys are the real problem here. This dude kind of looks like what's-his-face from The Walking Dead. The character that everyone loves. I don't remember his name. The one played by Hideo Kojima's boy toy. Norman Reedus. The hell? I stunned him, and then while he was stunned, he immediately just attacked me. That was really weird. I think there's two beam katana guys over here, so I'm gonna just give them what's for. That didn't actually do as much as I thought it was going to do. Yeah, I know the objective. Let me get away from there so it doesn't keep activating. See, look how long it takes to do an attack. It's so not practical. Imagine if I was fighting Ryuji with this. I would have died. There's maybe one boss in this game that you could fight with this guy. That was weird. Damn it, I was hoping to get the other guy with that too. I mean, I hit him with it, but I didn't kill him with it. Alright, now let me make sure I've cleared this area of all of its treasure. Yep, we're good to go. Now we get to fight a pretty alright boss. It's a fun one, but it's not one of my favorites. I guess I'll put it that way. This is a nice bathroom for a supermarket. Usually the ones that I see are just covered with shit all over the place. I used to work at Target, and boy do I have some horror stories of bathrooms. Good God. I don't understand why people can't just sit their fucking asses down on the toilet and shit into it like a normal human being. That was one of those things where I would just refuse to clean it up. Like, that is not part of my fucking job description. I'm not... Oh, God. I didn't want to think about that. It was a dark time.